Hi, how you going? Nice to see everyone popping in for your Monday evening, 7:15. Thank you so much for jumping on and watching me again tonight. Hi, Elsie, watching on my page, Michelle Price, the Lightworker. Hello to everyone who's watching from your spiritual events directory. So nice to see all the names popping up. If you're getting on nice and early, say hi, let me know where you're from. It's so good to see everyone. And if there's anything in particular you would like me to look at, it's nice and early, so I'm happy to put names down as you need. I'm just watching because the comments are going very, very quickly. When this will leave me now. Thank you so much. Sarah K, love. Hi, Deb Mac. Hello. Sarah K. Now, I do have my pendulum with me tonight, so if anyone has yes/no answers that they need, then let me know, because I can sort of draw around that and I can get through people pretty quickly. So if there is a question you just need like a yes/no to, let me know, and I'm happy to use my pendulum. I've got it right here next to me. Closed a chapter, where will this road lead? Closed chapter, where will this road lead? So I'm going to draw around that for Sarah K. So if you are just jumping on, let me know what you need. Where will this road lead? Look, the questions are great. They're not essential, but it does tend to grab my attention pretty frequently. So I've got Sarah K written down on my list. Nikki Courtney, health issues, please. Nikki Courtney, I've written you down. Nikki is watching my page, Michelle Price, the Lightworker. There's a link in the post to my page if you'd like to like it, if you haven't already. And you're more than welcome to do that. And we do a bunch of other things on my page as well. Static card draws. I've got a bit of inspo. Dawn Latwis. That could be a yes/no, yeah? Am I moving? Dawn Latwis, let me have a look around the pendulum for you. Moving, question mark. That's a good yes/no one. Absolutely. Health and other things are going to be different to that. But I'll do yes/no for that. Great question. Great question. Deb, hello. Kimberly, love a reading regarding romance. Kimberly, let's do a couple of romance cards for Kimberly. Kimberly is on watching tonight on my page as well. As I said, let me know where you are in the world, what's going on in, and around you, romance. So I do all kinds of readings, and I do business. I love one-on-one, life purpose, business, all that sort of stuff. If that sounds your cup of tea, that's something that I do specialize in. And Christine in Darwin. Hello, Donna. Oni, beautiful Christine Gray, South Dudley in country town of Victoria. Diane Egan, I'm going to put you down because I do feel like I've seen your name a few times. So I'm just going to pop you down on my list. Let me know if you need anything in particular, Diane. Otherwise, I'm just going to put general. Jules, I am fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. Now I've got someone here. I've put stuff on my fingers and I can't seem to move anything around. Teresa, just let me know if you want to connect with. The way that I do this in mediumship, I'm happy to do mediumship, but I do like to know who I'm connecting with because we are very, very quick. We've only got about an hour together. Grace Lorato, yes, no, great. Grace, I'm popping you down. Grace Lorato, that's a yes, no, and I can use my pendulum for that. Permanent job, question mark. And I can narrow that down a little bit too because that's a little open-ended, but I can narrow that down as well if we need to. So I'll just put a little pink mark over that, and I know I'm using my pendulum. Okay, so Jody, exams, I get my dream through. Oh, good question. Another yes, no, wonderful. The yes, no's are great because it just means I can get more of your questions answered and we don't have to go into a lot of detail. Pass exams. They're two different questions, Jody. Pass exams, dream career as well. So it's two different questions. I'll just do yes, no, but that's a couple of different questions there. So just going to highlight that. I need new highlighters, guys. My highlighter is a little under the weather. I can't really get much out of this. Wade? No. Wade, I'm a vegan, and Wade knows that. He's just teasing me. He's asking if I'd like some of his barbecue chicken. The answer, Wade, is no. Cherie, Marie. Now I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom. And it's not that I'm ignoring anyone, but I haven't mentioned you or seen your name, then please get in touch and let me know. And so just copy and paste your comments so I do see it. We've got 99 watching tonight, which is wonderful. I really appreciate all of you being on here. Maria Spargafore, if that's how you say your surname. Spargafore, apologies for the terrible pronunciation. That's an interesting yes, no. Wanting to propose to his girlfriend. Is this girl going to break his heart? No one in our family likes her. Will girlfriend break son's heart? Let's do a yes, no for that. That'll be a good one. Break son's heart. We definitely don't want that, but we'll do a yes, no and just see what comes up around that. All right, Maria. All right, so now Maria's on my list. If I've said your name, please stay on here because I want to make sure that I get to a bit of feedback as well. That's always good for me. I like to know where I am and if I'm on track. Now, Sarah K, closed chapter, where will this road lead? Sarah K. Gonna look at psychic reading cards for Sarah. I'm just going to see what comes out of here. So I'm just going to start drawing some cards. As I said, you know, I do close my eyes. I'm a clairvoyant, so I do see. So if I've got my eyes shut, just copy and paste your comments and I'll have a look, kind of open my eyes again. If you want to get in touch, the link is in the post associated with this video and you can go through that. And certainly like my page because there's lots happening on Michelle Price Lightworker each week as well. So let me just have a look for, whoa, Sarah Kate. Now you can see cards flying out, but I wait for them to be face up. If they're not face up, I put them back in the deck. That's just how I work. That's my intention. Personally, other people are different. Closed chapter, where will this road lead? Let's have a look at that for Sarah. Where will this road lead? Sarah, I got to say bigger and better things, huh? This is like bigger and better things. So good decision. A good decision for you moving forward. Now, I do feel like maybe some crystal like howlite. I'm not sure why, but howlite, you know, the white and grey, will be really good for you at the moment. So that must be something to do with closing the chapter, moving forward. Howlite, white and grey, is coming up for you as helpful in terms of crystals. Supportive. So where are we looking at moving forward? Let's have a look at that for you. I want to say, Sarah, I feel like whatever I'm feeling at the moment is temporary. Nothing lasts forever. So whether it was like particularly difficult to close that chapter or something, I just feel like it's nothing lasts forever. It's only temporary. The feeling is temporary. Yeah. Signs from spirit is the bottom of the deck. That's clouds. And so that's when we look up and we see the face of a loved one in the clouds, you know, a love heart in the clouds, letting us know that they're around. Spirit is around. So that's looking up signs from spirit. Numbers is repeating numbers. That's another signs from spirit one. It can relate to numerology and astrology and stuff like that as well. But typically we're talking about numbers, repeating numbers, signs from spirit. So lots of signs from spirit for you, letting you know you're on track. 555, 111, you know, 222, all of that sort of stuff. Communication in the present. This is a little around sort of mental health and stuff like that. So making sure that we're looking after ourselves up here. So mind, body, spirit, holistically. And, you know, reaching out, you know, talking to, leaning on somebody as well. So really about maintaining mental, you know, well-being at the moment with you. And that's connecting with somebody else on that level as well. Bag of marbles is also relating to, can be, you know, feeling like losing your mind sometimes. It can also relate to dementia, literally, but it can be also, you know, losing your mind a little bit. Bag of marbles, so it's like the bubbles coming out. It's like, where have they gone? Where have my marbles gone? So it can be in that sense too. So hopefully that resonates. You understand what I'm talking about. It does certainly feel challenging in terms of closing the chapter, but it's feeling like the right decision and positive. Just notice this because that shows us we're on track, and also the clouds, signs from spirit. So does that make sense, Sarah? Let me know. Give me some feedback. I always like to know if we're on track. Nikki Courtney's asking about health. Now I'm going to do a little bit of a connection here with Nikki. Which cards? Where are my crystals? I didn't even grab them. Hang on. I'm going to use crystals. So when I'm asking about health, quite often I'll use my giant Rochelle Shaman crystal deck, and they can be really great for looking into health. Where are we at the moment? Whispers of healing are also really good, but quite often I'll use my crystals. Thank you everyone for watching. Karen, you're amazing. What are you talking about? Karen's saying, oh, Michelle's great, but I mean, Karen is awesome as well. You need to watch Karen online if you haven't seen her. She is such a superstar. Sarah K, Sarah Evans. No, that was for Sarah K, huh? That was Sarah K. Oh, great. Jackie Wilson, yes or no? Yes or no? Jackie Wilson, that's a great yes or no, Jackie. Sorry that you're going through that. It is not fun. Divorce settlement, will it go through? Great question. Will it go through? So with the yes no's, as I said, I can get through a lot more. So if you do have a yes no question, don't feel like you can't put it down, put it down. And, you know, I will do my best to come to as many of you as possible. It doesn't take very long to get to everyone. Oh, thank you, Karen. Jack is Karen's dog, is sending love. Very much confused on you feeling this isn't forever. Will they try to open the chapter again? Hang on, where are we, Sarah? What was the initial thing that you said? I'm just going back to see, hence shutting that chapter. It was mentally damaging in the end. Okay, good one. Yep. No, what I was saying, Sarah, was nothing lasts forever. So we don't hold ourselves in that energy forever. It's not it was about the chapter itself. It was about holding our energy in that energy. So it's about moving through the energy which you feel like you're doing. So that's really great. So well done. Really proud of you, hon. Really proud of you. Okay, that's good. Makes sense. Nikki Courtney, just coming to you for health. So let me just jump in here. Now, I just wanted to send light and love to everyone in here as well. You know, sending lots of light, lots of love. I hope you feel that. I'm a healer, and I do like to, you know, make everyone feel nice and uplifted. That's the intention of what I do. So I'm a reader, but I'm also a healer. So a lot of the time my readings are quite healing, and I hope you all feel that at home. That is certainly my intention. Hi, Rena, my darling. Hello. So each and every one of you who is watching tonight and hearing me, I do send you light and love, light and love. Okay, whoa. All right, we've got hematite, face up, grounding. So that's number one. So I'm looking at health for Nikki Courtney. Need to do a little bit of grounding. Feet on the earth, bare feet, standing in the soil. Seeing the tree roots come out of your feet, Nikki. We need to come back down to earth a little bit with you. It does feel a little bit floating above. And that's sometimes when we're up in our head too much and we feel like, or off with the fairies, a little daydreaming, that sort of thing. I feel like I need to ground, come back to down to earth. Now, also with the grounding, I feel like that is helping with your life force. Your energy levels could be better. So when we go outdoors in the sunshine, bare feet on the grass, you know, really connecting to Mother Earth, seeing the tree roots get down, it is actually topping up your life force as well. So that's actually good for energy levels. It will also help with sleep. I feel like sleep could be better too with you. So that will also help with that. Let me have a look. Headspace is very busy. Headspace for you is very, very busy. I'm up here. So it would be good definitely to bring that grounding in and bring the energy down a little bit out of headspace. Hopefully assisting with healing that sleep pattern. Let me just have a look and see if there's anything else. Very busy in the head. The other thing that I want to say to you is, and this can manifest as a physical thing, but making sure that we are dealing with things as they come up and not sort of holding on to stuff. So this is emotional, making sure we're processing what we can in the moment. Really important not to sort of put that away for later. I'll deal with that later. I feel like dealing with things in the moment because that can manifest as a physical thing with you as well, Nikki. So just definitely watching your sleep. Very, very busy in the headspace. Let me just drag out a couple of cards. Apart from grounding, what else do we need to know? Okay, good. Heart space. So a couple of really interesting ones. Emotional healing is going through a fair bit of stuff. It's the kind of person who has a lot of emotional challenges in life, but it is a master teacher card. So there's a reason for this. It can indicate that you're a bit of a light worker yourself, helping healing, being on the front line. That color relates to all of the chakras. So this is all over the body. Very, very heavy healing going on. So it's big emotional challenges, which can manifest sometimes in the physical, but it's something that we can use to help it and heal others. That's master teacher. Courage, that one's upside down. We need to have a bit more belief in that. Tiger's ivory, protective stone. But courage, moving forward, one foot in front of the other, we can do it. You know, encouraging yourself, being supportive, lifting yourself up, really important moving forward. One foot in front of the other, nothing crazy here. And forgiveness, letting go, acceptance. That's really important. So what I was saying about holding on to stuff, we don't want to hold on to stuff. So forgiveness is acceptance and letting go. And that's a little bit of what I was saying before. We're holding on, we want to let go. So working through whatever we can work through, super important for you. A lot of heart space, but also all over body. Tiger's eyes are protective stones, so it would indicate that we need to protect ourselves from a particular energy sometimes as well. So toxic people, you know, stuff like that can all have an impact on our health too. Nikki, I hope that makes sense. Dawn, I'm just going to come to you. I wanted to ask about about moving, yes or no. Whoa, nearly broke my little pendulum there. So I'm going to grab this, yes or no, Q, long fertility journey, will have kids, please. Helen, great question, lovely. Excellent. Let me just grab this. Okay, so Helen, yes or no. Now, for those of you who are just logging on, what I'm doing is I've got my pendulum, so I can do yes, no's and get through those pretty quickly. So if you've got a short yes or no question, very long fertility journey, yes or no, journey, question mark, then I can have a look at that and get through a few people pretty easily. Now my pen has totally died, so I'll grab a different one and I'll use that. Hi to everyone who's watching on my page. Katrina, hello. Crystal Cochrane is there. Nan got any messages for me. Crystal, I will have a look at that. I haven't done mediumship the last couple of weeks, so let me pop you down. Hopefully we can get that far. Crystal Cochrane, mediumship, Nan. Crystal, let me pop you down. Nan, beautiful, mediumship. Let's have a look for you. So hello to everyone who's watching on my page and also on... Oh, Julia, wow. Yes or no? Okay. Julia, free will is a funny thing, but let's ask the question. We'll do a yes or no there. Alcoholic, will he seek recovery? Okay, let's ask. We can do yes or no. Will he get help? Let's ask. Okay, all right, so we've got a couple of yes no's. I'm going to start going through those. Thank you everyone who is watching, as I said. If you'd like to connect with me one-on-one, there's a link in the post. You can click book now and check all my availability on there. So Dawn, I'm just going to set this up. We're just going to ask around moving, will it happen? So if I need to be more specific, I will. I'll just make sure that I've got a good connection here as I set myself up. And then once we've got that, I can jump back in and out pretty easily. So let me just make sure I've got a connection with my guide here. Okay. Yep, good. Okay, Dawn, just wanted to ask around moving. Yes or no? Will we be moving for Dawn? Yes or no? Dawn, I'm getting a yes. So I don't know, you can probably see that. That's swinging pretty well, actually. So that's a strong yes. Will I be moving? Yes. So what I might do, thank you, is just narrow that down a little bit. And let's ask by the month. So that can be a really good way to narrow it down. So I just want to connect to my guide again and just ask if it'll be within, a month. Let's ask if it's in a month. Moving, we're getting a no, thank you. Will it be within 2 months? So this is a way to sort of narrow it down. No. Will it be, thank you, will it be within 3 months? So that way we can narrow, I'm getting yes, Dawn, I'm getting a yes. So I do like to narrow it down a little bit, thank you. And now I'm getting into romance. So Dawn, I'm getting a yes and I'm getting within 3 months, okay? So hopefully that gives you a little bit more in terms of where you are heading. Now, Dawn, hopefully let me know if that makes sense for you and if that's on your in your plan. Tracy, will I find a way to stop this pain? Oh, sweetheart. Tracy Gypsy Rose Davies. Tracy, I'm popping you down on my list. Gypsy Rose Davies. So pain relief is your question. And we can do yes or no. And I can also just have a little feel around that and see too what's going on for you, hon. Good question. And I'm really sorry that you're going through that. Tracy Rose Davies, pain relief. Maria. Okay, no problem, Maria. I am going to draw around you. So I will definitely ask that yes or no. Will go for a break son's heart. Keeping in mind it is free will, so all of these things, can be sort of changing and fluid. But, I'll certainly let you know what spirit is letting me know. Kimberly Ebert, looking at romance. Hi, Dee. Hi, lovely. So good to see you. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it doesn't sound like an easy situation for you, Maria. It does not sound like an easy situation for you, huh? Oh, Kim, wow. Oh, Kim. Oh, man, I tell you guys, you're going through some stuff, hey? Kim, I'm just putting you down on my list, my love. Kim Jacobson. I'm putting you down on my list. Oh, man. Will he get any money back? Oh, hun, wow, that's really money back. Let me put that down. I'll do a yes or no for you as well, Dad. right. Oh man, that really sucks, Kim. I'm sorry to hear that. But we'll get an answer, yes or no, and see what comes up. All right, Kimberly Eva, looking at romance. Just going to drop some cards here on the table for Kimberly around the romance. This is Drawing Virtue Romance Angels. So I will do a couple of cards if I can't do yes or no, and then when we get to the pendulum, we'll be able to whiz through some of those and get some really good answers for you guys. So Kimberly, this is nice. Look at this. Yay. All right, so new love is good. That's on the horizon. So a new person popping in. Here we go. This is great. This is what you're after, new love. Now, in the present, a little bit of that. So codependency can be enabling, allowing behaviors, stuff like that. So just watch that, because if that's played a role in previous relationships, that will play a role in this one until we've processed and dealt with whatever we need to deal with. So keep that in mind if that's been, you know, something that's been involved in previous relationships. And this moving forward is give it a chance. You know, I know you're looking for more so. Which way do I need to come? I keep running into my little symbol there. Yeah, so I know that we're looking for someone, but this is giving it a chance. It's worth it. So new love, though, it feels like they're not far away. So if you haven't met them already, I'd be pretty surprised. It'd be very, very close. But just dealing with anything around codependency from previous relationships, and soulmates there on the bottom of the deck as a clarifier. So this is a strong connection. Dorian does sort of, you know, soulmate, twin flames, all kind of same thing in this deck. But very strong connection, in other words. So soulmate, that's what we're looking at. And it does feel pretty close, Kimberly. If you haven't met this person already, I would suggest pretty close. Now, Diane Egan, general. I'm just coming to Diane. Where do I want to go? Psychic reading? All right. Diane Egan, just going to come to you now. And then Grace Larato, Jody North, Maria. Maria's got a lot going on at the moment. Jackie Wilson, Helen Mullen, and then I'm over the page. So lots of people that I put on my little list. If you do have a yes or no or anything you need an answer to. Yeah, Maria, you're in a pickle. You're in a pickle. Okay, good. I'm just having a look over here. Oh, Trish, that's a great question. Yes or no? Well, I found out who my natural father is. I'm adopted. Wow, what a great question. Trish Lee Marie O'Loughlin. That is a fantastic question, and I'm very curious as to the answer of that. You guys have some awesome questions. Thank you so much for jumping on and watching and asking the questions, and just amazing. Will, where are we? Oh gosh, questions have gone up to the top and I can't go back up there. Or have I gone back? Oh gosh, I don't know where I am. Will I find my natural father is I'm adopted? Will I find natural father? Great question. My mum was actually adopted, Trish, so I do relate to that very closely within my family as well. That's excellent. And I do hope the answer is yes. All right, so I'm just scrolling down to the bottom, guys. Apologies, I'm not scrolling past anybody on purpose, but if you do want to get my attention, copy and paste your comment. Marie Taylor, you're not on my list at this point. No, I'm just scrolling down. There's a lot of messages, It's hard to keep up with all of them. Okay, beautiful Marie Taylor, no, you're not on the list at this point. There is another Marie on here though, and I'm just having a look at Diane Egan, just general at the moment. So just let's see what Diane Egan needs to hear. And then Grace, we're coming to Grace asking about permanent jobs. We've got quite a few pendulum questions, yes or no. And then we'll get into some more cards. Grace Larato, and I've got a mediumship inquiry too. Grace, what we've got for, oh, this is nice. Grace Larato, I think I'm with, no, hang on. Diane Egan, I'm getting all over the place. Diane Egan, this is a tree of life. That's a bit of knowledge, wisdom, it's remembering. So it's going back, remembering what it is I'm here to do, what I need to know in this lifetime that's passed into now, the tree of life. So revisiting that. There's also sometimes where they say the souls gather at the tree of life. Now in the present, that's babies. So that can be generally around people who need assistance to have, you know, a baby, fertility issues, things like that. Could be relating to, you know, yourself. I don't know much about you, or, you know, family, daughter, anything like that. So it's someone trying in the present to do that. And that's usually with assistance when that card comes up. The other one we have is loved ones in spirit. So signs from, you know, you can see the feathers there, the dragonflies, the little ladybirds and all those sorts of things. So it's signs from spirit, looking up, noticing when they're around, you know, when our loved ones are around. The epiphanies there on the bottom of the deck. And that is a light bulb moment. So great idea, brilliant idea, something switching on, something making sense. Brilliant. So Diane, that's just general for you. I didn't have a specific question. Grace Lorado wants to know about a permanent job. Let's just come to Grace. So I'm just going to pop those cards over there. I'm going to grab my pendulum again. Grace Lorado wants to know about a permanent job. So let me just set that up again, and then we can whiz through a few here. Grace Lorado, thank you everyone for watching. Really appreciate that. And keep posting your comments, and I will have a look at as many as I can. It is moving very quickly tonight. Let me just check in with my guide here and make sure that he's good. Okay, good. Grace Lorado, permanent job, yes or no? Grace Lorado, permanent job. Grace, I'm getting a strong yes. So you can see that heading in a clockwise direction. That is yes for me. So Grace Lorado, I'm going to say yes for your permanent job. Thank you very much. Jodie North, will I pass my exams? First question. Jodie North, will I pass my exams? Yes or no? Jodie North, will I pass my exams? Jodie, I'm getting a yes, which is great. It's nerve-wracking sometimes. It's a little yes, but it's still a yes. Thank you. And I just want to ask about dream career because you had a couple of questions. So will I get my dream career? Now, remember, this is free will, you know, service, doing the work, you know, all of that sort of stuff. Just asking generally, will I be able to work in my dream career? We are getting a yes here, Jodie. You're off the hook, my love. Grace and Jodie, both yeses, which is awesome. So that's great. Now, Maria, just want to ask around, will the girlfriend break the son's heart? So this is Maria Spargfiore. I'm not sure if that's the right pronunciation. It probably is terrible. But anyway, that's Maria, just so you know who I'm speaking about, because there's some different people with different names on here, different surnames. So my question for Maria is, will the son's girlfriend break his heart? Now Maria, this is an interesting one. You can see that's going in a straight line there. And that's generally Spirit doesn't want us to know. It's not for us to know. We have to go through this. So when I do higher self work, you can see it's a straight line. Thank you. When I do higher self work with people one-on-one, often when people have readings with me, they talk about a family member, and you might come in and say, I've got concerns about my son or his girlfriend. What I do a lot of the time, Maria, is do higher self work. So I actually ask the higher self of the person in question what we need to know, what we can do here. If it's part of his sole purpose to go through the relationship, we can't prevent it. So that's usually why I get the I don't know, because it's like we don't need to know. It needs to play out. Okay. So it does feel like part of higher purpose because I got the, you know, uncertain. So hopefully that's not too disappointing. I don't like to get, you know, the in-betweens, but we can't do any more than that. Jackie Wilson, divorce settlement. Will it go through? Okay. So just going to reset. Jackie Wilson rather. Okay, good. I just like to reset and make sure I've got a nice connection. Jackie Wilson, divorce settlement, will it go through? I'm getting a yes, Jackie. I'm getting a yes. So that's positive. Really, really good for you. And you can see it's a nice, strong yes. That's great. Helen Mullen, yes or no? Very long fertility journey. So thank you so much. I'm just connecting to Helen Mullen's energy now. Just resetting. Yes or no? Very long fertility journey for Helen Mullen. Just want to see yes or no. Helen, I'm getting an up and down, and you did ask a question about will we be able to conceive. So let me just stop that. Thank you. We're getting a in between, so it's not a yes or a no. So just asking around, will we be able to conceive? I don't know if you want me to ask naturally. I'll ask naturally. Are we able to conceive naturally? And just see what I get for that. Helen, I'm getting a yes for that. So I've just asked around, will I be able to conceive sort of naturally? I'm getting a yes, but will it be a long fertility journey? I was getting a yes as well. So yeah, a couple of yeses there. That's a strong yes, actually. So it does feel like we'll be able to conceive. So I'm saying yes to that, but it may be a long journey for you. Now, just going to pop the pendulum to one side. Best of luck with that. It's not an easy journey. I know, medium. Okay, so Crystal, just wanted to connect to Nan. So a little bit of mediumship here, guys. Just bear with me. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate it. There's a link in the post if you would like to book online with me. There's a book now function. You can check my availability and all sorts of things. Oh, Maria. Man, I tell you, there's nothing you can do though, hon. You can never fix or change. That's the thing. Hi, Omnia. Yeah, of course you can, Omnia Hamster. Just popping you down on my list. Absolutely. Card, beautiful. Yeah, it's one of those things, Mary. We can't fix or change. We just have to observe sometimes. We are, you know, just an observer. It's painful, 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 painful. Okay, now just going to come to Crystal Cochrane, mediumships. I've got my little butterfly cards here, and they're really great for mediumships. So I'm just going to have a look over here for now. Let's see if we can bring through a couple of messages. Oops. Crystal, there's a reference here, and I'm just chatting to Nat at the moment. It's kind of Save the Last Dance for me. So whether that was like a particular, you know, song, or it was like the dancing she really enjoyed or something like that, it's Save the Last Dance for me. I feel like there's something around the movement, the dancing, something I'm referencing, whether that was something that she really enjoyed. Usually this, because I'm an evidential mediumship, I just bring through things as they come through, and often it's evidence. You know, this is something you would connect to me, but there's something about Save the Last Dance for me. Now, there's a reference for you, because you asked about messages from Nan for yourself. There's reference here to keeping the money in your purse. So I feel like either I'm, you know, spending a bit more than I should, or spending a bit willy-nilly. And it's like keeping your money in your purse. It's saving for a rainy day. So I feel like thinking ahead, you know, planning, budgeting, you know, saving. I feel like the money, finances, very important. I also feel a little bit of assertiveness with you. So what she's given me is like stand up, you know, beliefs, needs, wants, you know, all of that sort of stuff. It's a little bit assertive for me with you. So seeing if that resonates also. Let me just draw a couple of cards. These are life changes, this particular deck. And this is of Crystal Cochrane. I've got a few yes, no's in a row, so I'll use the pendulum for that. And then if anyone else wants cards, we've got plenty of time, so let me know if you've got questions, that sort of thing. I have more time to do more cards. Crystal, okay, where are we? Courage is in the bottom of the deck, and that's the Lion for me. So it's, you know, strength, moving forward, chin up, we can do it, no matter what. So it's like the universe never gives us any more than we can handle. So courage, moving forward. End of an era is a chapter closing, a new chapter beginning. So door closing, door opening, you know, you've got to shut one door to open another. So end of an era is passed into now present, realizations and epiphanies, things making sense. Oh my gosh, light bulb coming on. Okay, so a lot of that, realizations, epiphanies, bit of an awakening. Feels like a bit of an awakening for you. Memories is a bit sentimental as well. So it's like remembering. Yeah, that's what we do when we lose our loved ones and stuff like that. A lot of the sentimental stuff, you know, remembering, keeping them in our mind. Sometimes it's the butterflies. You know, the butterflies can be that symbol for that particular person. So a lot of signs from spirit tonight. We've been doing a lot of references to that. The courage, yeah, never get more than we can handle. Crystal, hopefully that makes sense and you understand what I'm talking about there. Okay, we've got a couple of pendulum questions, guys. So Julia Heckenberg, will her alcoholic husband get help? And Julia, that is not fun to go through, and I really do feel for you around that. Not a good thing to be going through at all. Just going to reconnect, make sure I got a nice connection. Who else have I got? Hang on. Elsie, yes, Elsie card, yes. Beautiful. Elsie's online. Hello, my darling. We'll do a card, absolutely. Crystal, no problem. I'm glad that made sense. Oh, lots of yes, no questions. Great questions, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Guilty plea in June. Tassie Wilkie, yes. I'm not saying yes yet. Hang on, Tassie. Let me use the pendulum. Will I get a guilty plea in June? Yes, no, let's do it. Guilty plea, June. Yes, no. All right, good. And we've got a couple of cards in between, so we'll whiz through those. And please let me know. D, is my soulmate nearby? Oh, romance, yeah, love. D, popping you down, D Bradley. Let's do the romance cards for you. Romance. They're a great deck, the Romance Angels, with Doreen Virtue. So we'll do that for you. Julia Heckenberg, alcoholic husband, will he get help? Let me just set up Julia for that. Just making sure I've got a nice connection to my guide here. I do work with my guide for the pendulum, and everyone is different, but that's how I do it. And I find I get pretty accurate answers using that. Julia Heckenberg, will my alcoholic husband get help? Let's just see what's going to happen there. This is opalite, my pendulum as well. Julia, I'm getting a no. Okay, so this is free will. I can't predict free will, but I'm just telling you what the pendulum is saying. The answer is no. Will he get help? So whether that's, you know, forced, I don't know if you can force someone to get help, but it's no in terms of him seeking help. So Julia, I'm apologizing for that because that's a shame. I do like to get a yes. That would have been much better for me, but hopefully you understand that. Response. Now, Tracy Gypsy Rose Davies, pain relief. Will we find relief for this pain? Let me just set up again. Okay, great. Tracy Gypsy Rose Davies, pain relief. Will we find pain relief? Will there be an answer to this? Yes, Tracy, I'm getting a response as yes. Now, Tracy, I don't know what's going on, but I just want to say with you in particular, nerve blockers. I don't know if that's something that you've tried, but for some reason I want to say nerve blockers. That may be way out there, but nerve blockers is coming up for me. So let me know if that makes sense for you with what you're going through. But that's what's coming up. Kim Joe Cumson, will we ever get the money back? Dad's lost his life savings. Will he ever get the money back? So I just want to connect to my guide again, make sure. I like to connect every time just to make sure I'm getting nice and accurate answers for all of you. Kim, yes, great. Dad has lost his life savings. Will he get any of the money back? Was the question. Will he get any of the money back with Dad? Kim, really sorry to say, and I can only say what the pendulum is telling me, I'm getting a no in terms of getting that money back. Whether there's other money coming his way, it doesn't look like it's coming from that source. I'm getting a no. So I'm really disappointed. I did want to get a yes for you, but I can only tell you what the pendulum's saying. Now, let me just draw around that. I'll use these psychic reading cards because I am upset about that. Dad, what do I need to know about Dad? I just want to ask the question because I can really feel the emotion behind this. You really want the best for Dad. Let me just check in with him. Look, this is definitely upset heart. It's definitely upset heart with him. I feel, you know, silly. You know, there's a lot of remorse, yeah, with Dad, which is sad. You know, he's a victim, but I do feel like that in his energy. Just want to draw some cards so we can offer some reassurance. That would be great. But certainly none of that particular money, it wouldn't indicate for me with the no, that particular money that we lost there is going to be coming back to him. One thing I do feel like this is going to be doing is encouraging Dad to sort of lean on others more. So there is a purpose to this, you know, things that are not just, you know, or pure unjust are actually just. There's a reason. And it does feel like Dad leaning on others more. Now, what I want to show you is bag of marbles. I did show someone else that before, and that's where you feel like you're just losing your mind. I feel like I'm losing my mind, bag of marbles. So whether that's, you know, the life savings kind of going and it's like people are making me feel like I'm crazy or something at the time, and then we found out, oh my God, I was right. There was something wrong with this. It's bag of marbles past him now. Hopefully that makes sense. Butterflies were a rebirth, so that's going through something to come out the other side and be a lot better for it. So it does feel like there's a purpose for this. As hard as it is and as much as an impact on the heart I can feel, it does feel like there's a purpose because coming out the other side, it's a rebirth, it's new. Now this is see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. So we need to turn that around, and that is Dad doing it. So I feel like this is actually turning that around. It can be the positive or negative, where it's like you're, you know, super aware now, hyper aware, I won't get caught again, and that's moving forward. So it's like really listening, you know, learning from that experience. It's like I will not be caught out again moving forward. So the opposite, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to clarify that because I just feel like that was, you know, super sad that we got that no, and I really wanted to get a yes for you. So Kim, hopefully that makes sense, hun. Which one was Kim on? My page? I always get confused. My name is Demi. I'm 12 years old, Shazza's granddaughter. Oh, hello, darling. I read for Shazza. The only reason I haven't mentioned or messaged back Demi is just because I've got quite a few people written down. But let me put you down and I'll see. Demi, 12 years old. I've got my kids cards here too, Demi. I might do kids cards for you. And that'll, and if Nana wants to come through and have a chat too, we can do that. But I'll pop kids cards set, Demi, so don't go anywhere. I've got you down on my list. I have you down on my list. Okay, where are we at? Let me go down here. Oh gosh, Trudy. Wow. Trudy, I'll ask the first question, and that'll be a yes, no, and then I'll see if we have time to get to the second one. Did husband cheat on weekend? Let's ask that question and see if we get a yes, no. Trudy, I'm really sorry. Wow, not a fun situation that. A lot of people going through stuff at the moment, especially around relationships too. There's been a lot of that in the readings. Whoops. Trish Lee Marie O'Loughlin, will I find my natural father? That's a big question. Let me just reconnect to make sure I've got a nice connection here with my guide. Wow, okay, that's strong. So just asking around natural father, will I find my natural father? This is Trish Lee Marie O'Loughlin. Trish, I'm getting a yes. You can see that moving clockwise. That is a yes for me around natural father. Strong yes. You can see how big that is. Wow. So strong. And when I shut my eyes, I felt like a real light. It feels like divine for me. It does feel divine guided, divinely guided, divine intervention, something. It feels like bringing you together. So just be guided by that. But I'm getting a strong yes, which is really positive. Omnia Hansa, just going to come to you, wanted a card. So let me do Goddess Guidance for Omnia, something a little general. I have Omnia here. I have Elsie Abu Murad, Tazzy Wilkie, Dee Bradley, Demi, and Trudy Morris written down so far. So if you have anything, we've got plenty of time, guys. So message me. Danny, hello. Dawn, any cards to detail next phase of my life? Oh, beautiful. Was that Dawn that I had before? Yes. Dawn, I'll see if I can get to you. I do have a lot of other people watching, so I'll see if I can draw a card. Actually, I've got the cards in my hand at the moment. Let me just, next phase of life lesson. Dawn, you were asking about a move, weren't you? These are the moving cards. So let me just draw a card for you from these, and I'll see what's coming out. Dawn's just watching on my page, Michelle I Price the Light Workout. If you haven't liked that already, it's well worth your time. There's a link in this post. You can click on that and like my page. We do lots of things there, join Facebook Lives, lots of wonderful things. So, if you want to check out that, static card draws, a bit of inspo. I tell stories about some of the readings I've done, mediumship and stuff like that. I do a lot of mediumship. Then, jump on and like the page. It's well worth it. And you can click book now, click and book an appointment if you would like to. I do readings and healings and all sorts of things, combos, wrapping everything in together. Okay, so Dawn, just wanted to draw a couple of cards around the next stage for you. White Tara, sensitive. So that's being easily triggered, sensitive, emotions just under the surface, stuff like that. Don't prod me. So emotions under the surface. So that's passed into now, and that's easily triggered by, loud noises, environments, people, stuff like that. Easy does it is patience, Dawn. This is with, the present, not moving forward yet. Moving forward, we're doing a bit of a detox. So purification. That's also topping up my cup. So, topping up your life force so you can give more to others, do more for others. So purification is really simplifying. And that comes from sometimes being a bit sensitive because we can get ill with that. That can make us sick. Can also make us more intolerant to others. Standing strong is standing your ground, making your thoughts clear. Make sure you're heard, okay, as well. So Dawn, I just wanted to give you a little bit of that moving forward. There is a little bit of work to be done with that. That's clearing out your energy, clearing out your cupboards, essentially. Okay, just coming back to Omnia Hansa, just wanted a card. LC Boom Rad. After that, just scrolling down to the bottom. Apologies for, doing that. Sometimes I do scroll past people. But, keep posting and I will try to get to everyone. Oh, that's so cool, Adele. Awesome. Adele's one of my mentorship clients. She's just on here having a look. Oh gosh, Fazolo, wow. That's a lot. Wow, that's a good question. Marie Taylor, yes, no, is my ex-partner still around me? Marie, I think I've got your name. Do I have you down already? I thought I had Marie. Oh no, Marie messaged before, that's right. Is my ex-partner still around me, Marie Taylor, yes or no? All right, Marie, popping you down on my list, you caught my attention. And it just goes to show, Marie's been posting for a while and she hadn't sort of caught my attention, now she has. Ex-partner still around, yes or no? So that's great. Spirit just draws me when I need to come to you. So don't give up is the message. Don't give up, because eventually we get there. Where's my yellow highlighter gone, Marie? All right, good. Marie's on my list, so let me know if you need anything. I still have plenty of time. Omnia Hanser wanted a card. Elsie Boomerab wanted a card. Tassie wants a yes or no, so we're going to have a look at Tassie. Omnia Hanser, let me just have a look there for you. These are the Goddess Guidance cards, Doreen Virtue. Pretty much all the decks cards in my collection are Doreen, and there's a few others that are mixed in there as well, but the majority, Doreen Virtue. Omnia, what do we need to know for Omnia? Yeah, good. All right. Was uncertain about your future card there, Omnia. Pele, passion, reawakening that's root chakra. So getting that nice and balanced, passion, fire, motivation coming from those lower regions, leading up to creativity. So we're rediscovering our mojo, switching that on. Fire in the belly, all that sort of stuff. Now, past into now, we're looking at Kuan Yin, which is compassion. And that's generally treating myself very kindly, really for me. The lotus, divine feminine, connecting to your feminine aspect, rose quartz, lots of love, lots of unconditional love. And this is all for you, past into now. So we're doing the work, which is awesome. That's, you know, topping up my cup. Receiving. Boundaries is saying no to others, demands on your time and energy, and that's what we're doing here. So it's standing up for yourself, putting yourself number one, different to the past, okay? So I'm sure that makes a lot of sense. Moving forward, you're a bit of a healer, medicine woman. So you have healing abilities. We need to do something with that. If you haven't already, we need to get you to study something along those lines, Reiki, you know, whatever it is. Really, really good, because you're a healer moving forward, and that's healing others, being on the front line, being of service. And that's fire in your belly as well. Now, when I say healer, you know, that can be working in the medical industry. There's a lot of people, you know, I work with who are doctors and nurses and work as healers. You know, they have healing abilities. Also teachers, people who work with kids quite often as well. So that's excellent. So there's a little bit of a healer in you. Elsie Boomerad, I'm going to use my fairy cards for Elsie. So nice to have everyone watching. Thank you, everyone, on this Monday for coming online. Marie, I think I put you on the list, darling. Yes, you're on the list. Ex-partner, I'm drawing around that. So you are definitely on the list. Yeah, I bet he won't. I bet he won't. What a bummer, hey? What a bummer. Yeah, just getting some feedback. Yeah, Dad's not gonna accept that. It's gonna be difficult for him. Okay, so just coming down to the bottom. Amber, hello. Marie, we're on the list. Absolutely. Realized it wasn't down the bottom, so I'm still kind of up here. Jason Millman, yes, no, will I get job in next month? Jason Millman, yes or no? Job in the next month. Job in the next month. Good question. I will put you on my list and do a yes or no. Yes or no's are good, hey? You get to get your question answered and then off you go. It's good, nice and quick, working through that. Okay, so Elsie, just going to come to you. I'm still reading your comments, so just keep popping your questions in there. Lots of comments on the yes you are sorry, on the up Cancer. I'm coming to different name, very close though, very close. Karen, what do you need, love? What do you need? Give me a question, Karen, and then I'll do a yes or no. So I'll pop you on the list and I'll do a yes or no, although I know the pendulum doesn't overly work with you. Let's see how you go. Elsie, just coming to you first. These are the fairies. What does little Elsie need to know? I love using the fairies for you, Elsie. They're very cute. The elemental energy. Elsie is a real gardener. She's got beautiful flowers at her place. Very pretty. Oh, well, that's handy. Emotional healing. We've done a lot of work in the past into now, a lot of work on that. Rebalancing, yeah, clearing out what doesn't serve me, you know, surround myself with positive people as much as possible. A lot of emotional stuff. You can see heart space really healing from, oh my God, everything's backwards. Heart space really healing there. That's what she's focusing on with her hands. So a lot of that past into now. You understand. It's good. Debt paid off. Nothing to worry about financially. Spirit has your back. Yeah, so finances all covered, nothing to worry about. Now, walking away is walking away from an unhealthy situation. It can be a person who's really, you know, getting up your goat, you know, negative environment, negative, you know, I know you're not at work at the moment, so it can be people, you know, walking away from situations, walking away from conflict. Important. Not getting involved in. A bit of forgiveness, which is acceptance, letting go. Everyone has their differences. We can only act with the knowledge and wisdom we have at the time. So letting go. forgiveness as well. We'll see. Hopefully that makes sense with what's going on at the moment with you. Tassie Wilkie, guilty plea. Just going to do yes or no with Tassie, and then I'm going to look at romance for Dee Bradley. So just switching gears for a sec. Hang on 1 second. Just going to set up a game. Make sure I've got a connection with my guide here. Beautiful. Tassie, one thing I do want to say with you is this has been a very worldly experience. I feel like a real eye-opening experience, whatever this is, because when I shut my eyes, I see the universe. So whatever this is, it's been a real awakening, yeah, switching everything on, more awareness for you. So I hope you understand that. It's very worldly, a lot of life experience, huge awakening for you. I just see the world as soon as I close my eyes and hold you in my space. Tassie Wilkie, guilty plea in June. Can we get a yes or no for guilty plea in June? Tassie, I'm getting an I don't know. So, as I said earlier, sometimes that's because we're not supposed to know the answer at this point. It's a very strong up the middle, I don't know, we're not going to say. So I'm apologising profusely. Let me draw a couple of cards for you just to see. When I get an answer that I'm like, oh, that sucks. Let me draw from this deck. This has got a Lady of Justice card in it. I just want to get a bit more info for you around that. So let me just do that. Tassie Wilkie, guilty plea in June. Now we did get a no. Hopefully there's other options there. But I just want to draw a couple of cards for Tassie just to get some reassurance there that it's not the end of the world. And I'm going to look at romance for D. Okay, I do this if I ever feel like, you know, we just didn't get, you know, it's a bit disappointing. I was hoping to get a yes, I guess. So I just want to get some clarification around that. Why is that the case? So Tassie, just hang on for me and we'll have a look at what's going on here. Emotional sensitivity, yeah, that's what a few people have had tonight. That's being easily triggered by others. So, oh yeah, there's a bit of letting go to be done here. So easily triggered, watch the environment you're in, watch who you're around. We need to be alone sometimes. So being really aware of that. Also food, you know, preservatives, things like that, trying to avoid that. Throat chakra, and this is speaking your truth. There's an encouragement here for you to speak up. So, you know, whether we can, you know, contribute in some way, you know, speaking, being assertive, these are my needs and wants, stuff like that, that could change things. At the moment, it's an I don't know. It's not a no. It's not a no, it's an I don't know, it's in between. So it's still up in the air for me. So throat chakra, speak out. You know, if there's anything more you can say, be assertive, speak out. In the present, it's letting go of the outcome. So thank you in advance, let it go. Put out your request, whatever that is. Thank you in advance and let it go. We need to release. We need to release expectations because expectations are blockers and they will sometimes cause that up and down effect as well. You're a light worker moving forward. So whatever you've been through means that you're able to be of service to others. So helping others heal, you know, helping others not suffer. Moving forward, that's the purpose of this experience, is to help others primarily for you. So a bit of a humanitarian, but not at the present, very sensitive, easily triggered. So that's important for you to recognize. Tassie, I hope that made sense, just giving a little bit more info around that. Carol, hello Carol, thank you for watching. Rebecca, any messages on current relationship? Yeah, let's see. Rebecca Murray, let me see. Now, Karen, if you did have a specific question, let me know and I can ask around that. But sometimes the pendulum doesn't work. So I know you've got sort of funny feelings around that sometimes, current relationship. Let me draw some cards around that. Now we are coming up to time shortly, but I'm still racing through here. I do go over a little bit each week as long as I can, but without getting into trouble. I don't like to get into trouble. But if you do want to connect with me one-on-one, I do a reading healing combo, which is really lovely. I'm a chronic energy and a Reiki healer, and I do mediumship and things like that on one-on-one, and I do sometimes do that in the Facebook Lives as you saw earlier, but a lot more when I'm one-on-one. You know, it's a lot more time for us to sort of sit down. So if you're looking for guidance or anything like that and you resonate with my energy, love to connect with you. Dee Bradley, romance. I do stay online after the show to answer questions too. If you have questions, if you have comments, if you have feedback, jump on, you know, message my page, the link's in the post, and I'll stay online and answer your questions and take your bookings if that happens too. Dee Bradley, romance. Just want to have a look at Dee. What's happening there with romance? Are we having a twin flame, soulmate, anything lovely, nice strong connection coming in? A few people cringe when they hear those words, but I'm just talking about sort of a soul connection, strong connection. That was what Dee was asking about. Oh, Dee, wow. Okay, a couple of cards upside down. We've got a bit of work to do. This is about taking control. So not allowing myself to be fenced in based on any other previous relationships, really setting yourself free. So it really is nothing and no one can harm us unless we allow it. So we only give permission for people to have an impact on us. When they're not in our life anymore, we really need to disconnect from that. Cut cords, cut cords, okay? Work with Archangel Michael, whatever you need to do. This is freeing yourself, past into now. Now, in the present, it is romantic feelings, but that's upside down. So it would indicate there's someone around already, but that's upside down. So either really close or we're blocking, yeah, because it's upside down. So there's a bit of work to be done with accepting that. So just have a feel into that. It could be someone we already know, and we may be doing a bit of blocking because that's still upside down. Now this one's upside down as well, and that is having some deeper meaningfuls, talking about feelings, opening up. There could be some hesitance with yourself in doing that, but we're going to have to do a few D&Ms, a few getting into our stuff. Now this is also indicating we may have met this person. So really strong connection. So with regard to what you're asking about, it would indicate we already know that person. So whether we're doing a little bit of blocking, just have a think about that. Whether or not totally opening ourselves up to the possibility, Dee. Just have a feel into that and see if that resonates with you. But that's certainly what the cards are indicating. Demi, you're 12. Let me come to the kids' cards for you, love. Now, I know you're asking about Nat. If Nat wants to pop in, more than happy. But Demi, I'm just going to do some kids' cards for you and have a look at what is happening. Hi, Shay. Hello, darling. Speak too fast and non-stop, basically trying to cover. Adina, I'm sorry that you feel that way, hon. My background is actually radio, so I talk the ears of a donkey. Adina's saying I'm talking very quickly. I apologize, Adina. I will try my best to slow down. It's actually the buzz and my energy, my adrenaline levels get a little bit out of control. So nothing to do with authenticity. I can assure you I am a very good, authentic human. Now, this is for Demi, 12-year-old, kids cards. So I'm original is throat space. Demi, so that's working on communicating that clearly. I'm different and I love it, and I don't make any apologies for that. So that's original, you know. It's being yourself, you know, not trying to emulate anybody else. It's like, this is who I am, I make no apologies for it, and communicating that. So it's all about creative energy for you, not making any apologies, you know, from a little bit left of center. That's cool, you know, that's cool. Nothing to apologize for, Demi. So let me have a look at another couple of cards for you. And I will try to slow down. Apologies. I'm speaking a little quickly. I do get quite excited. It's all the energy. It just takes over. It's like a big shot of adrenaline when you're doing this. And I do love what I do. Hopefully all of you feel that out there who are listening. Okay, let me have a look at your future card. Here we go. All right, good. Okay, so we've got another throat space one. You're a talented young lady. This is being on stage. Now, it's interesting because I'm talking about speaking quickly, and that's my background, is doing a lot of emceeing, being on radio, being in front of people, similar, for you. And that is standing up, you know, being heard. You've got a voice and you've got something interesting to talk about. I need you to use it, use it a little bit more. Speaking up, you know, that can be doing orals at school, you know, getting up in front of others, not being afraid of that. In the present, this is being nice and balanced with others. So this is able to see others and really hear and communicate, but also, you know, really feeling. It's quite compassionate. This is a heart space card, so quite compassionate. So being able to fit in, it's a team player, you know, a bit of a team player. I can do the teamwork, I can do that. Some people are very solitary. So just wanted to put that out there. I can work in teams if need be, but happy on my own as well, your energy. Now, I'm safe moving forward is I'm worthy of having my needs met. So sometimes we need to do a little bit of work around that. Worthiness, you know, things like that. Hopefully at 12 you're doing pretty okay with that, but certainly I know what it was like to grow up, and sometimes it's tough. So it's just reassuring yourself, you know, that I am safe, I'm protected, I've got my home, we're all good, and that is really important to remind yourself of that, and it does feel important for you moving forward. But with your little voice there, look at you go, very talented. Demi, hopefully you understood all of that. Now Trudy, just going to come to yourself. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really, really appreciate everyone being on here. Beautiful. All right. Okay, so Trudy Morris, did my husband cheat on the weekend? So Trudy, not a nice question, but certainly an essential one. Let's see. Now, if we don't need to know the answer, then I will get a, in between. So hopefully we'll get a yes or no answer, but if not, then we're not supposed to know the answer to that question. Let me just make sure I've got a nice connection there for Trudy, and then I'm going to ask the question with my guide. Great. Trudy Morris, did husband cheat on the weekend? Just want to see if we can get a yes or no for that. Trudy, I'm getting a yes. That is a confirmation. That's a clockwise direction. So not the best news, I'm sure, but I am getting a yes, and I can only tell you what this is showing me around that. So not the best answer, but I guess it's better than not knowing, maybe, going up and down. Marie Taylor, ex-partner still around, yes or no? Let's have a look at that. Marie Taylor, just going to reconnect to make sure I've got a good connection. Ex-partner, still around, yes or no? Marie, it's a little yes, but it's getting bigger. That's nice. Clockwise. So I'm seeing yes, strong. So that's good. Yeah, you can see that clockwise. Very, very strong. Excellent. So I'm getting a yes. Now, Jason Millman, Marie, thank you for communicating. Jason Millman, job in the next month. Good question, Jason. Let me have a look for you. Just making sure I've got a nice connection again, and then I can take more inquiries because we are caught up. Karen, let me know if you have a particular question for me. Oh, that's no problem, Shaza. No problem at all. And Demi. Okay, Jason Millman, job in the next month. Just let me make sure we've got a good connection. Jason Millman, job in the next month. Will that happen? Jason, I am getting a yes. That is clockwise direction. Yes, that's a little guess, but that is a good one. Yes, I'm getting a yes. It's getting stronger. Fantastic. So yes, getting a yes. So Jason, congratulations. That's wonderful. Best of luck with that. Karen, did you have a question, lovely? Do you have a question? Oh, thank you, Karen. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you for jumping to my defense there. Okay, Karen, let me see. Whispers of healing. Karen, I'm not sure about your question. I'm just going to draw some cards. Oh, hang on. Give mine to Adina. Adina, I don't know whether Adina actually had a question, did she? I'm just going back through. Okay, I'll draw some for Adina. Karen has passed over her request. Adina, I'm going to draw some questions for you, cards rather. So I don't know if you're still watching, but hopefully she is. Whoops, just popped in my eye. So Karen's very kind lady. You're moving your hand to make it swing bigger. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to deal some cards for you anyway. These are the Whispers of Healing, Adina. Whispers of Healing. So beautiful decks. Let me just come in here and just see what we need to know with you. Adina, one of the things I do want to say is quite busy in my head. I feel like there's lots and lots and lots going through here. Would be interesting for you to get a little God box, which is a shoe box with a lid on it, and you can pop your stresses and worries and things like that, get them out of your head into the box, because your head is very, very busy. There's a lot going on up here. The other thing I'm feeling is just around sort of jaw. It's a little prickly around your jaw. So teeth, that sort of area, quite prickly around there. So there's something going on. It's not super painful. It just feels like some sort of energy around here. Okay, let me do Whispers of Healing. I'll just draw a few cards for you. Thank you so much for everyone for watching tonight. I've had so much fun. I love this. Love, love, love. If you liked what you saw and you wanted to connect with me, I would love to do that. Really enjoy this. This is fabulous. Now, Adina, this is for you, huh? So what we have is triggers. So that means sensitive, being around people, emotions under the surface, and it's like easily triggered. So negative, people who have strong opinions about things, harsh environments, loud music, preservatives, all those sorts of things can be triggers. So just watch out, you're quite sensitive at the moment. That usually indicates needing to get a bit more rest, charging up with batteries, things like that. So triggers, just being aware of that. So if you need to take yourself out of the environment, get more sleep, eat better, all of those things, really important for you. Now, intention is passed into now. Isn't that a beautiful card? 11 is a master number, of course. So intention, what is your intention passed into now? It's really having a think about that. That indicates we have been doing that. Thinking bigger, you know, beyond what we've been doing before. So thinking outside the square a little bit with that, that's passed into now in the present, it's compassion. So that's feeling, you know, other people's energy, you know, really being able to put yourself in other people's shoes, empathic. So compassion, you know, for yourself and others, but it's definitely crossing across both of those, you know, yourself and others, being kind to yourself, especially kind, pat on the back, really loving for yourself. Oh, look at that. How good's that for confirmation? Unconditional love. So that's really, really good. All of these have a beautiful theme, and it's unconditional, no conditions. If you put conditions on yourself, then you put it on others. So it's like no conditions. Conditions just are blockers, you know, a lot of the time. 4 and 2 is 6. It's a little bit pessimistic. Where's the card? Number. 4 and 2 is 6, a little bit pessimistic. 2 is nourishing. Soul in the present. So just moving forward, having a think about that, no conditions. Otherwise, you know, that's control, and people can feel that, and really compassion for yourself and others, building yourself up, a little pat on the back. You can see she's a little solemn looking in that image. We really want the that vibration, you know, moving forward for you. More color coming in. So Adina, hopefully that makes sense. Karen's very kind to do that. Give up her little chance to have a reading there. And Adina, I hope that makes sense for you. Apologies for speaking too quickly. Rebecca Murray, relationship, just having a look at that, and I'm going to, whoa, mama, then I'm going to pop out. Oh, Joe, oh, love, let me just pop you down, hun. I'm going to go probably over, but anyway, I'm so sorry no one ever gets to you. I have put you down, Joe Pratt. I have put you down. So make sure you stay tuned, because I'm coming to you. Rebecca Murray, just want to look at current relationship with Rebecca. And Joe, you're on my list. You're on my list. Joe, I have just said that I'm going to read for you. Hopefully, oh, that's 10 minutes ago. Hopefully you're still watching, hopefully. Joe, I'll put you down on my list, sweetheart. So let me scroll all the way down the bottom. Joe, let me know if you're still on here. Let me know if you're still on here. Kim, I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm just going to maybe block, because I just, I'm not sure about that comment. So I'm just going to block. Taking money scam. I'm not sure what that is. Anyway. Oh, gosh. Okay. All right, it's looking like it's a bit harder to block people. Okay, now we can, good. So just so you know, if there's anyone on here spreading anything super negative, then I will block and hide. Okay, good. All right, so hopefully, Rebecca Murray is on here, and Joe Pratt. Joe was saying she never gets a reading, and I really feel for you, Joe. But I just want to make sure that you are. Yay, Joe! Hooray! Hooray! Love it. Rebecca Murray, relationship. Let's have a look at Rebecca. Then I'm going to do Joe really quickly. Rebecca, this is great. This is positive. Now your feelings are real and worth exploring, huh? Now this is past into now, so this is in the relationship. We're asking about current relationship, so worth it. Now in the present, it is red flag. So that can be a few things where you're like, oh, intuitively, there's something going on. So just notice that, be observant in the present. So usually that's a sign that something is going on. Now moving forward, it's a retreat. Now the retreat can be with the other person or apart from. So it could be taking a break. There is a separation card, which is different, but retreat is getting away. So either the two of you getting on the same page, that would be awesome. That feels good for me, the two of you. Now bottom of the deck is forgiving and learning. So that's letting go of things that have happened before, and it's like a clean slate. So it'd be great for you two to get away, you know, get some time together, get on the same page, and then clean slate. Forgiving and learning moving forward. Rebecca, hopefully that makes sense in your present relationship. Joe Pratt, let me come to you. All right, this is exciting. Joe never gets a reading. Here we go. Joe, what do we want to do for Joe? Joe, I'm going to use Whispers of Healing, I feel. No, Angel Therapy. Joe, I am reading for you, my friend. You are getting a reading, okay? So, hooray, hooray, hooray. See, there you go. That's good. Things do work out for us. You got my attention. Joe, throat chakra. Look at that. How good's that? That's speaking up, love. That is speaking up. Hooray. So when you do that, sometimes you get noticed. This is good. You're getting rewarded for that. It's about being assertive. Needs and wants. Put it out there. Isn't that fabulous? Good confirmation. So good. Oh my God, cards are flying everywhere. Law of attraction, all of these were face up. Hooray. Law of attraction, like attracts like. Put positive out there, get positive back. That's how it works. That is so good. So what else have we got for Joe? Joe Pratt, so good. So it's about changing, yeah? Instead of focusing on, I don't get that reading, it's like, wow, I got that reading, yeah. And then moving forward into that positive energy, okay? But it is good because it got my attention because I felt for you, so that's good. Anyway, it worked out in your favor. Joe, okay. Oh, Nikki, that's great. So Nikki, did that work? Did that work with the pain, the nerve blocks? That's awesome. Okay, what are we looking at? Visualize success. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? These are all really, really good for you, Joe. So we had law of attraction, like attracts like. It's like putting out positive energy, bring positive back. Visualizing success is creating that vision of what you want your future to look like. So it's like the vision board, it's dreaming, it's using your ability to see. It can be through clairvoyance, but visions, dreams, and it's like seeing whatever it is you're trying to bring in and making it happen. It makes it a reality. Talking about it as though it's already happened. So you're manifesting moving forward. Workshops and seminars can give us a bit more info about how to do that. So whether it's, going somewhere and doing a vision board with a group or something like that, learning a bit more about creating your future that you want, that sort of feeling with that. So definitely branching out, learning a few new things, being a bit more sort of, open, to different ideas. But I feel like that moving forward, that's exciting. So it's getting out there, learning a little bit more. Joe, you're fabulous. Congratulations. You did it. You spoke up and you got your beautiful reading. So well done. Hopefully that makes sense for everybody tonight. Now I'm going to jump off, but I will stay online and answer your questions. If you have any questions, you want to make bookings, you need assistance, please let me know. And I'll talk to you this time next week. Have a great night. Bye, everyone.